Yo, I'm your host Suisui, and welcome back to Subnautica. Now, ignore the literal sun that is just sitting outside my base for now. But, in the last episode, we, first of all, solved our food and water. Well, we already solved our water issue. We solved our food issue. But, we also found out a lot of things that are really cool, such as these. Look at this. Yeah? We got those. Look at that. We got those. And those are good, not just because they look nice, which they do, but because they give me the absolute best value that anything in this game can give me, which is integrity, like structural integrity without costing lead. They're made by titanium and rubber, and if I remember correctly, rubber is made by creepvine seed clusters, which I have in abundance here on my pocket sun. Once I can see anything, maybe I can probably pick some up. Like that. I can just pick a bunch up right here, and then just make them into the rubber. Which means that effectively, these only require titanium to be made and give me structural integrity. Look at how bright it is at night. Look at that. That is so funny. The only issue with the door is like opening it and closing it takes time, but you can just leave it open. They don't just close on their own, so as long as you just leave them open, it doesn't really matter, and they look cool. So, I'm probably gonna put a bunch down eventually, just not yet, but that will allow me to just build a lot, and will also allow me to just do glass things, because glass is one of those things that takes away structural integrity. So, there's that. We also had a coffee machine, and we can start our day with a nice coffee. Thank you. Glug glug. And then we come over here. Pick up our water, pick up our salt. Speaking of salt, I want to show you something. This used to be the everything locker for when I got in and out and I needed to just drop stuff in, which I haven't really used at all. And so I was like, I'm just gonna make it the food locker. And the reason why I called it the food locker is because while we did solve our starvation issue, where we can just come here, pick up a bunch of potatoes, plant one back, and we are left with 5 more that we can just eat. Right? So we solved that, but there's a second issue. We can't bring the potatoes with us, because one, they take a ton of space, they don't give enough food per potato to be worth the space, and they also spoil. So, and that's where the salt comes in handy, because this thing makes salt, and until now I've only used the salt to make more water, right? But the salt can actually be used to make food that doesn't spoil, which is what this is for. It isn't great. Peepers give 32, which is, I mean, it's alright. You can bring a couple and they don't spoil, right? I want a better solution. Maybe eventually I'll be able to make those the food bars that give 75 that we picked up here and there. But I think our base is... You are clipping through the wall. But our base is going pretty nicely. You can see the little flowers here. Look at this. They all grew. Look at that. Ain't this nice and pretty? Now at some point I want to go back to the Aurora because I think there was a third one of these that I kind of want to put down, put up here. But that's not gonna be today. I'm considering putting this locker right here. The equipment locker, I'm considering I should probably move it by the seam here. I'm gonna do that because I think every time I have to, you know, switch things around, it just takes way too long. And it's just annoying. And this is gonna be the locker of stuff, equipment locker. Now if I ever need a on the fly locker to just slot in things randomly and then sort later, I'll also probably put it somewhere here because this is also where my my CMOF is and where I enter most of the times when I'm going back and forth. I should also probably make another fabricator close by here. Like right here, maybe it would be nice. What I need right now is to actually talk about our objective, which, believe it or not, is finally gonna be exploration of the deep. And I'm not looking forward to it. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't know. I am looking forward to it, but I'm also not looking forward to it at the same time, if that makes any sense. There was the low biodiversity cave right there. We could explore that. I think I've gone there like quite a few. There was 2 deeps, I think, that I need to explore. There was the one with the warpers that was just filled with warpers. And there was the one where the low biodiversity thing popped up. It's so nice you have the beacons, even if you don't, if you're not actively going there, just to have an idea of where is what is where. They're just so convenient. So right here, I think the 2 areas are actually pretty close to each other. But this is the one... Oh, hi. What are you... There's a lot of you down here, and I don't know how to feel about that. What are you? Don't mind me, I'm just scanning some deep shrooms. Can be processed into hydrochloric acid. Don't mind if I do. All right. Blood vine. Wait. Can I plant the blood vine? Because if I can, Hold on. I know I just came here. Hold on. If I can plant these, that means I can probably grow... Would they even grow up in the shallows? I don't know. But if I can plant these, that means I can get the benzene just there. Same as with the little mushrooms I just picked up. Can I plant those? I'm gonna try that. Because I don't know how often I'm gonna need these. But you never know. You might just need like a bunch. And then I would have to go down there every single time. Which isn't the end of the world, don't get me wrong. It's not that bad. Now let's see if this works the way I intended it to. Can I plant you? Yes! I can plant the blood oil. And if I make another one... Can I plant the mushrooms? I can. The question is, does it make more? How does that work? I planted it and I just picked it back up. Does it do something? I don't know. Maybe it makes more. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yes, now that... I made the second locker for the throwaway stuff real quick. We made the fabricator. This is especially useful here for when we pull up. Maybe we pull up, we have a bunch of scrap on us and we want to make it into titanium. And we just do it right there without having to go places. Now, we'll wait for those to grow, so we'll have our own supply of blood benzene thing. Which is dope. Those planters are the best thing. Legit. We can make doors, but we don't need to do it now. I keep getting distracted. Stop. Stop. I brought with me the benzene that I picked up to make the grappling arm. Of course I did. Well, we don't need the grappling arm right now. We will need it at some point. But the thing is, I like the prawn suit, don't get me wrong. But I think it's less for exploration and more for picking up resources, because I don't really... It's just slow. That's his issue. It's just slow. So we can't really bring it down here. Well, we probably could. It would just take forever. Ooh. Hello. Is this like real people? This might be real people, by the way. I don't know. Now this I want. Can I plant these? I might be able to plant these. That'd be lovely. Let's actually explore now. This game's really good at distracting me. I see you over there, little warper. What are you? Oh, that's the roots. Just gotta pick this up. I don't need them just yet. But like... I might eventually. This place is terrifying. ton of quartz in here. That's good to know. I am gonna go down, but I just want to check if there's anything in here. I guess there's you. Can you not? Are you dead? Hello, Warper. Don't mind me. There's so much quartz. And there's so many warpers. Alright, just gonna ignore you for now.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
I don't know why y'all are panicking. This is fine. Something about fossilized remains. What? What? Ow! Did he just pull me out of my sea moth? I guess that's why they call him the Warper. Stop! Dude! What the... Alright. So first of all, I'm gonna look at that in a moment. I just, just gotta make sure this isn't anything that I need to take and plant. Okay. What? Hello, are you dangerous? I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna scan you. A ghost array? Get over here. You look pretty. So these are lights. No, these are sensors. Research probes. The prominence and facing of these alien devices suggest they are some kind of probe or sensor. Their subject would seem to be the vast skeleton in the center of the cavern. The attached cable network may lead to a remote power station or data hub. Investigate. The ghost ray. This ray species has adapted to deep sea conditions. Its body is fully protected by a translucent skin, and its large wings are capable of generating considerable thrust. Poisonous flesh. As it is common for rays on 4546b, the ghost ray's flesh is inedible, making it one of the more resilient herbivores. Feeding behavior feeds on plant matters that are settled on the ground in deep sea caverns. Inedible. Okay. Well, as long as it doesn't try to eat me, we're all chill. What? This is so cool. You are big. Like, one of its... Okay, hold on. For comparison, one of this thing's teeth is like twice my size. I'm gonna scan you. And I'm gonna read all about you. Ancient fossilized skeleton. The skeleton of a million-year-old armored carnivore. Projections suggest this life forms would have been larger than any living creature encountered on this planet. The oceans of the time would have been very different to support life forms of this size, with more open geography and many more individuals in the Leviathan range. Yeah, this thing is huge. Like, how much do you have to eat? What is this bottom bit? Oh, I think it's acid. The Seamoth was taking damage just by being in it. So the reason why I went in and touched it is because I wanted to check. Do I need a key for that? I wanted to check if I could build a base inside that, because that'd be cool as hell. I need a key for you, don't I? Nickel ore. Essential for advanced fabrication. Strong metal alloys. Okay. So this is where nickel is. I don't have a tablet. Well, I have it, but it's at home. Shoot. Well, now I gotta come back here with a tablet. I don't know if, this is just my, impression, but the warpers... What are those bones? The warpers tend to be kind of around, not like super close, but always kind of around alien structures. I don't get to scan you, okay. The ambience in this place is terrifying. Duh.
Terrain scans indicate this biome contains unusually high concentrations of organic and fossilized remains.
First of all, that thing down there is huge. By comparison, this guy looks small, but I think that's just as big as a Reaper is, isn't it? He looks cool. There's no way he's friendly. Yeah, I think this is his home, so I'm not gonna bother him just yet. 'Cause that's... I don't think it's gonna end well for me if I do that. So is this like a research facility? Because it has like beacon scanning these, right? So I wonder if it's a research facility that is specifically researching the big guys. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back like right away, but I want to do that after I oh my god, I hate you. He doesn't really attack me. He just kind of messes with me and pulls me out of the Seamoth, which I don't appreciate. Let it be very clear. But like, he teleported me really up close and didn't really do much. He just kind of looked at me. Nuclear reactor. Thank you very much.
New blueprint acquired.
Don't mind if I do. Alright, I got all the parts of the nuclear reactor, I guess. Torpedoes. I wonder if the torpedoes are more to like... I wonder if I can kill the big guys with that. Or at least... Like, they're torpedoes, right? They're missiles. Whoa. Are you the one I checked before? No. Clearly not.
Integrating new PDA data.
Right, nothing here. Torpedoes, nuclear reactor, torpedoes. And this is just an opening to leave. Data box. Cyclops sonar.
Blueprint acquired.
I kind of want to try to make the sonars, but I don't know what they do exactly. But I got spaces for upgrades for my CMOF, for example. So I don't see why not. I'm gonna rename that one to the fossil cave entrance. Sorry about that. I wonder if one key is enough. Because if there's gonna be more, I don't want to go back and forth every time. And there was also like things that required the green cube to function. So I got another message down here. But before we look at that, join Altera's board of directors. It's not about money. That's what every director on Altera board has told me, and I believe them. Profitability is just an interim measure of success. Power and status are the real goals. Make enough profit for Altera Corporation and you'll be recognized by the most powerful business people in the universe. Establish a company that obliterates the competition, and after compulsory buyout, you can be promoted to the board of directors. Perks include travel, free use of company faith gates, entourage, personal assistance for every facet of your life, longevity, automatic organ replacement. Wow, okay. Altera, get what you deserve. I see. And the blood vine, the species of kelp, grows in sparse corpses, deep on the ocean floor, and provides shelter for an array of distinct fauna and megafauna. Survival at these depths is challenging, and the life forms which make their homes here have developed unusual coping mechanisms, including a bleaching of skin pigment dependency on naturally occurring metals and oils to adjust to temperature and pressure, and in some cases even electrical defense mechanisms. The vibrant red oils which seep into the blood vine coagulate into semi-hard pustules which frequently fall loose and form a vital foodstuff for the local ecosystem, or are otherwise reabsorbed into the ground over time. These root systems generally extend from one cave wall to another, called root system, where this root system breaks through into open water. Its tendril coil around one another for enhanced structural integrity. Cave wall rooting, where the root meets the cave wall, it penetrates into the rock and continues to grow, albeit at a slower rate. Both blood roots and blood vines produce blood oil pustules, confirming that they are in fact one and the same flora species. The majority of the root system thrives within the rock itself, occasionally breaking into open water to reach untapped mineral resources or generating vines which feed on water-based nutrients. Here's the fun part. I planted a few of those. Let's see actually if there's any progress with that. They're growing. Now the question is, will they grow more? I can pick up the blood oil. I can actually harvest this. It's small, but it's the same, right? It's just a tiny version of it. That's cool. So we can make we just got free benzene is what I'm getting out of that. All right, before we go, because we're going back, I'm just gonna look at the CMOF upgrades because there's a few that I kind of want. I like this, and I like the sonar, but I also would like the hull reinforcement to make it not break as much. 4 diamonds, magnetite, wiring kit. All right, let's see if I can make this polyaniline. I think I can. So we need 2 magnetite and 1 copper coil for the scanner. 4 diamonds, good thing I picked those up. 3 titanium and 1 of lithium. And finally we need a wiring kit. Is that a normal one? Yeah. Which is just silver. And polyaniline, which is gold. And hydrochloric acid. And the hydrochloric acid is 3 shrooms and salt. Okay. 2 silver, 1 gold, 3 deep shrooms, 1 salt. That should be all. Alright, now we can make all of these. CMOF scanner. This. And hull reinforcement. Now we can't use all of them, unfortunately. Which is sad. Because the depth module is necessary and so is the storage. I want to try the sonar just to see what that does. I'm gonna keep the hull reinforcement down here so we can swap it at any moment. Now the last thing I want to do before going is see if I can plant these. The answer is yes, but like, does that do anything for me? Oh, you are growing. Oh, never mind. I compared to these, but these are the new ones, so that makes sense. Okay. So, how do I grow you? I don't know. I don't know. I can't put them here, but they're not making more of themselves. So I'm a little confused as to how that's gonna work. I don't really know, but I guess we'll come back eventually to it. It'd be great if I could. If not, I guess I'll have to live with having to pick it up. Where am I going without the keys? That's the whole reason I came back. I'm gonna bring with me 2 keys and 2 ion cubes. I think we're gonna put ion cube in here and just keep one of them on our person. Same with the key. Because I don't know how many I'm gonna need. But I also would like to not have
all systems online.
Stuff occupying my main inventory. Unless I really need them, like, right away. How do I use the sonar and the thing? Oh. So this is the sonar. They're hotkeys. I can't tell if it's doing anything. Whoa, okay, so it's a big blast. What about the sonar? Oh, wow. This is so cool. I don't know if I need to do it, but it's cool. And it's taking a lot of my energy, so I probably shouldn't. But it's cool that I can do that. And if anything gets close to me, I can zap them. Which is really good to know, and good to have. Especially if you consider the fact that we're going in a place with very many big things. Fossil cave entrance. Now, objective is pretty simple, straightforward. Just go down. I have a second beacon that I could potentially put by the fossils. As of right now, I don't need it, because we just go down and we'll find it. Stop doing that. Where am I? Oh my god! Dude, you are annoying. Ow! The fuck is that? I'm gonna save. Is that an underwater waterfall? Are you dangerous? Crab squid. Oh, I think you are. I don't know what you just did, but I don't like it. Okay, bye. All right. So I think I took a wrong turn at some point because I don't remember seeing those crab squids. What? Oh my. Okay, I remember this. Oh, you are a lot smaller than I remembered. Sorry. Never mind. You're a completely different species. Is he rushing me? Oh, don't. Do not. Nope. No. No. Bad. 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 I say bad. No. Stop it. All right. Oh. I don't know if it did anything to him, but it stopped trying to bother me when I did that, so maybe he'll learn this lesson. Okay. Well, I mean, we're here. I have a tablet. Can I not put it in? What? Do you need a different one? Did I just take a trip down here for nothing? I mean, if you don't need this... Are you different? I don't know. Maybe it's like... It's yellow, so maybe it's a yellow tablet? I Well, I took a trip down here for nothing, I guess. Crab squid. This large predator can be found in deep waters, where it lurks amongst the blood kelp and membrane trees in search of prey. It can deploy powerful electromagnetic pulse to defend itself. Limbs. 10 limbs feature different appendages for swimming, walking, hunting, and possibly even tool use. Creatures caught in its grasp are expertly butchered and quickly consumed. Behavior. Rays and other illuminated herbivores are its usual prey, and it will approach and attack any light source in the vicinity. Its EMP blast was likely developed as a response to predation by creatures with electrical hunting mechanisms. Intelligence. While crab squids appear to have large brains and a resemblance to the intelligent squids of Earth, the organ inside the creature's head is in fact its stomach, which it must feel with startling regularity. Assessment. Neutralizes electrical equipment. Lights attract its unwanted attention. Oh! Well, that's not good. So I need to keep my lights off when the thing is close. And I need to not be close to it at all, because that just makes it attack me. I hope that the EMP thing is just temporary and doesn't completely just shut down my electrical things. Because if my CMOF just dies on me down here, I'm legit dead. And I don't want to be legit dead if possible. I'd love to not be that. Now I'm gonna do something really dumb, which is I'm gonna go and enter the mouth of this thing. Because I don't know if that thing can attack me down here. And scan this. Gargantuan fossil. If he comes close, I will. He doesn't care. I don't know if he cares or not. That's the thing. Oh, they're fighting each other. Stupid idiots. You can't catch me. My sea lily is just the best at maneuverability. Now, is there anything else here other than that thing? And this leads me back up. Hold on, I'm gonna read about that fossil. Actually, no. This is where the squids are. One of them is even infected. So I don't know if I can grow these in the grow bed. As in, I know I can place them there. I don't know if they can grow there, so while I'm here, I should probably pick them. Dude, you suck. Dude, you suck. I can EMP you too. Fuck you. I hate these guys so much. For some reason, they're scarier than the big ones. Well, the reason why they're scarier than the big ones is because I don't know how much they'll damage my electronics. Are you something I care about? Brine lily. Nope. It doesn't say it has uses. We have incurred a pretty simple problem here. Which is, I have no clue what to do next. Except pick up that because it might be lead. Good. You guys suck. I'm going home.
To plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path of a huge, bottom-dwelling life form.
Huge bottom-dwelling life form. I don't like the sound of that. I'll be perfectly honest. These lily-like plants have evolved to take advantage of the relative density of the acidic brine pools encountered near the ocean floor to float safely on the surface. Tendril-like roots extend down into the brine, drawing essential salts and minerals from the water. Gargantuan fossil. The fossilized remains of an extinct super predator. Its sheer size would have prohibited it from entering such an enclosed space, suggesting the geography of the planet has shifted around it over time. A true apex predator. Dated at approximately 3 million years old, ribcage measurement suggests the creature was eel-like in structure. Calculations suggest this is only the front third of the specimen. The remains now support a vibrant microcosm of life. Note there are a series of precise angular indentation on the ribcage, suggesting a third party has taken samples from the specimen at a previous time. And that would be the aliens that we're researching there, right? I don't know how to go in there. So now I'm kinda stumped. Cause like, I thought having a key would allow me to just enter, but that's apparently not the case. And so what do I do now? Like legit, I don't know what my next objective would be. Because if the key doesn't work there, maybe I need a different one, but I wouldn't know where to find it. And usually in these situations, you get new messages. Oh. Well, that don't help me none. Is it like not? Is it just? That doesn't help me at all. But I guess that's as far as we're gonna go on this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, I've been your host Suisui, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.